Let me see if I write on my phone. Alright. Scroll up a little bit. Look. Alright. Alright. Greetings, Wagwan. Big battles, big victory. That is the topic for devotional. You know, it is I, the Ballad Rasta, coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica. Right. Okay. Our scripture is taken from Exodus chapter 14, verses 13 to 31. Memory verse, Exodus 14, verse 14. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Greetings. All right, here's a motivational quote. When God is in charge, your victory is settled. Prophetic word for today. The Lord of hosts, the man of war, is fighting your battles and your victories in the name of Yahshua, the Son of the living God. Here's the message. God often proves himself as the mighty man in battle when the children are confronted by enemies and tough opponents. It is only in such instance that they can experience big victories. Sometimes God may not show up in your situation until the battle seems insurmountable. That is true. It is an opportunity for Him to prove His awesome power. There are a good number of such instances recorded in the Bible. Moses and his people were confronted with the Red Sea on their way to the Promised Land. Humanly speaking, they had to either retreat or get drowned. Amazingly, God came, Yahweh came to their rescue by parting the Red Sea. Strangely, the same sea that opened for their deliverance became the cemetery of their enemies. Pharaoh and his horsemen and their chariots got drowned in the sea. Awesome. Yahweh, God, a big that gave the victory indeed. In 2 Chronicles chapter 20, Jephthah, the king, and the people of Judah were confronted with an allied enemies, the Moabites. the Ammonites, and others. Jephthah did not waste time in crying to God for deliverance and victory over this great opposition. He confessed their helplessness. Yahweh, their God, saw their sincerity, and the words of the Lord came to him. It was an assurance of victory. Yahweh, comforting words, put his mind to rest. Yahweh asked the singers to go before the soldiers. This was absolutely awkward, but everything is possible with the Almighty. His praises went before to prove that God, Yahweh, dwells in the praises of his people, declared the judgment upon their enemies. The victory was unprecedented. The enemies destroyed one another. The children of Judah actually fought no battle. They only stepped in to collect the spoil. This is nothing but a proof of Yahweh's awesome power to deliver his people. No matter the fiercity of the enemy, Yahweh is still in the same business. Oh, I, oh my notes get jumbled up a while ago. Excuse me. Thank you so much. I see 8 people, 4 thumbs up. Well, I give thanks to the Most High God Yahweh for your passing through and checking in on this devotional. Oh my. I don't know what I mark it, because if I don't mark it, I end up reading it 2 times. So I mark it from now. Alright, I marked it and go back up and see where. Yes, Yahweh, our God, is still in this same business. He will fight for you in that battle that seems bigger than you. You only need to learn how to call upon him in prayer. Believe that Yahweh is the only true God, that he who did it before will do it again. Yes, my friends, this has brought this first segment of our devotional to an end. We're going to slide into the newspaper reading. That's what took place on the rock of Jamaica. I see she said her ear not long anymore. My sister Mina. I see several stuff coming up. Beer Mina. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My gosh. That's so much I put out. Greetings and blessings to you. Here we go. Leave it right here, so. Okay. Alright. And I see Yom's Kitchen coming up on our device. Get most out of Chrome. Okay, I'm going to go to this piece of phone and can angle certain things, so I could leave it alone. And if I get a raid, I wonder what a ball out to name on the internet, on the YouTube streets. I said, is this? No, it is the fake one. Market bag. What you say? Bruggerman takes shop off challenge as prices continue to fall at Curry. Okay. Okay, read the personality named Bergman. They having a challenge and I don't want to see the video. I will read it. Uh, Kingston, Jamaica prices at Coronation Market continues to trend downwards this week with tomatoes selling for as low as $30 per pound, while cabbage and pumpkin are fetching at just $100 a pound. According to Corey Bailey, data collection officer with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, it's a good time to shop at the market. The prices are looking very good for the most part. We see where most products are really down now. Some other prices have stayed steady. We are, we are talking about sweet potato, dasha, dashin, dashin, for example, still around 300 and 350 a pound. So overall, it's a good time to come to the market, Bailey said. In the meantime, Edge 105 FM radio personality Bergman stopped stepped out of the studio into the hustle and bustle of Curry for high stake shop off in the season finale of the Jamaica Observer Market Bag with host Carly Redine. Okay, I didn't know because I listen radio so long. I don't know what going on the Jamaican radio. A long time I not on radio. Anyway, the mission stretch every dollar to see who gets the best value for the buck. Confident and competitive Bergerman promised fireworks, but Redine wasn't backing down. Catch all the action in all new market bag across the Jamaica Observer digital media platform. End of article. Okay, I didn't realize it was a competition episode that comes on the Jamaica Observer digital platform. Okay, okay. All right, so good look still. You see the Bergman and Redine were out. All this now. Uh, okay, track coach Michael Carr in hospital after medical emergency. Michael Carr, head coach and track track and field coach at Wilma's Girls School, respected journal, female track and field coach Mike Anka was taken to the hospital on Friday after medical scare. It is understood that Carr, the head track and field coach for Wilmot's girls, was in the process of collecting his package for this weekend's Gibson Cook relay when he fell ill. He was rushed to the hospital where he has been admitted. Observer Online will have more information as it becomes available. End of article. Okay. Yes, as they are preparing themselves, the track and field competition, couple months down the down the pipeline. And there's a regular event here in Jamaica. The National Stadium is electrified with a couple of days of intense track and field activities from the girls and boys school here in Jamaica. Different high schools compete. You know, we have a factory out here where we produce these fine athletes, track and field athletes. So we love to keep the momentum going. You know, who's gonna take over from Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, Yuan Blake, and so forth, and even Shelley and Fraser. All right, so let's see if I can find something else. NHD. Let's see what NHD coming up with in the newspaper reading. As I wait for my device to load up so we can continue the reading. NHD housing spends falls to decade low as contribution hits record. Yes, it to me. Head office of National Housing Trust in New Kingston record contribution are rising. Investment returns have strengthened the trust balance sheet even as the share of inflow deployed to the housing fell to its lowest level in more than a decade. Wow. And yes, for more than a decade, the NHD largely relies recycled contribution inflows directly into housing programs. In 2023-2024, that relationship shifted sharply with contribution reaching a record 56.6 billion, while housing expenditure fell to 30.2 billion, widening the gap between collection and housing deployment to its widest margin in more than a decade. And examination by the Jamaica Observer of more than 12 years of the NHD annual reports published on the Trust website shows that between 2012 and 2019, housing expenditure typically tracked close to and in some years exceeded annual contribution inflows. The 2023-2024 outcome marks a clear departure from that historical pattern. housing expenditure last year amounted to roughly 54% of contribution, contrasting with earlier years when the trust routinely deployed close to or more than its annual inflows on mortgages, construction, and related programs. In several periods, expenditure exceeded collection as the trust accelerated schemes deployment and loans disbursement. The evidence consolidates with a steady expansion of the trust final financial position. Total assets climbed to approximately $376.8 billion. That is, at the end of the last financial year, reinforcing the NHD position as one of Jamaica's largest financial institutions outside the top tier banking groups. Based on recent central bank data, an institution of that size would rank third by assets if compared with commercial banks larger than several multi-tier leaders and exceeding the entire building society sector. The income statement reflects similar strength. Annual financial statements reviewed by the Business Observer show that the NHD has posted consistent multi-billion-dollar surpluses over the past decade, included net surplus in the high teens billions during the mid 2010s and continued positive outturns in recent years. Those recurring surpluses have compounded into a sustainable, large accumulated surpluses within equity, strengthening the trust capital base over time. The investment portfolio has also benefited from the high interest rate environment. Yield on investments rose to 11.5% in 2023-2024, while the average interest charged on NHT reflecting the trust consistency lending structure. Wow. The resulting earnings spread double-digit investment returns alongside below market rates, supported by steady contribution inflows as reinforced annual surpluses and accelerated asset growth, even in a year when housing expenditure relative to collection declined. Wow. Financial, physical dimension overlaying the housing ratio is another structural feature of the NHD modern evaluation. Its role in supporting central government finances. Wow. Since amendments to the NHD Act in 2013, the trust has been authorized to transfer up to 11.4 billion annually to the consolidated fund. The Business Observer reviewed the successive annual reports indicates that Accumulative authorities transfer will reach approximately 148.2 billion by March 2026 and could exceed 200 billion if the latest extension runs through 2030 2031. In budget documents, the 11.4 billion annual transfer is, is treated as recurring revenue. In 2023-2024, that transfer equated to roughly 38% of total housing expenditure for the year. The trust remains largely a sturdy housing infrastructure while also operating within Jamaica's broader physical framework. Why the gap may have widened. Several factors may explain the divergence between contribution and housing spending. Supply side, supply side constraints including land acquisition, infrastructure, building out, procurement timelines, and contractor capacity influence the pace at which projects move from planning to completion. The trust has also expanded collection with private developers and financial planners through external financing arrangements, which can affect the timing and structure of mortgage disbursement. Microeconomic volatility in recent years included the pandemic and disruption and hurricane recovery efforts may have influenced project pipelines and cash management decisions. At the same time, higher contribution inflows raising from the mid tiers and billions just a few years ago to 56.6 billion last year proved room to build liquidity buffers while meeting stationary obligations such as refunds and mortgage subsidies. Wow. Housing deployment and capital growth. Based on what I'm seeing here, these politicians are exploiting the NHD. They could have come up with ways where they can build out houses for the people. Many people contribute to NHD, and many of them, according to their system, cannot get a house to live in. That's a travesty, if I may say so. Housing deployment and capital growth. Continue the reading. It says, taking together the data point to an institution that is simultaneously financing housing programs and accumulating capital at a faster pace than in much of the previous decade. For much of 2012 to 2019 period, housing expenditure closely mirrored annual contribution inflows. In 2023-2024, contribution reached a record high. Assets expanded significantly. Investment yields strengthened and annual surpluses remain robust, even as the proportion directed to housing decline. Collections are at a record high. Assets stands nearly 400 billion, billion, and investment returns have strengthened markedly. At the same time, the share of contributor inflow converted into housing stands at its lowest level in more than a decade. Whether divergence provides temporarily or reflects a long-term recalibration will become clearer in subsequent financial cycles. For now, the audit data shows a measurable shift in how Jamaica's largest housing financier is employing and retaining the funds it collects. End of article. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, man, them I take advantage of the people, especially the funds for the NHT. You the people, them I say, them sign over 11 point. I go back up. I don't want to misquote. 11.4 billion to go into the consolidated fund. These politicians here. Yeah, man, them are going with the bugger things here. I think, yeah, we give thanks and praise to the Most High. Looking open our eyes so we can see what go on in this place called Jamaica. What go on, yes or no? It's no internet. Go reach reboot. Yes, I'll wait for it. When news feed come back up. Take a look at world feed load up back. Cause you know. Okay. still load up back yet. Alright, so we wait on it. Load up. As a well known, he's not around, I don't think he's around. What a Perkins would just say, power, absolute power corrupts within itself. And that's true. When certain people hold possession, they act like the supreme authority and they take advantage of such power to the disadvantage of the people. Hey, my sister, Wagwan, greetings to you. I'm doing great. I'm not, and to be honest, I'm not really, I like to ask people that, but it seems strange when me hear people asking me that. Yeah, as a person who believes in the Most High God, ask that about people, but I don't. When it comes back to me, it just feels strange when I hear it. But I'm doing great to the all praise to the Most High. All blessed one, I say right and I say hi to you all in the chat. I see some new people passing by my host. Okay, that's why I go still on a blessed one. People pass, people come and think, you know, we can stop people from passing, you know. Is sometimes is their what is their motive for passing or stopping by? Because some people have ill will, you know, ill intent. Sometimes people do things because mere the ugly truth or facts. A Jamaican gets him channel him work so hard and monetize and reach a point and even have all people appear for membership or something like that. Channel gets wiped from under his feet. and thing. Swipe them under his feet. I love the interaction. I see blessed I interact with prophetess. I love the interaction. Yeah, we're still up on the juggle. Still up on the juggle, you know. I can't do it in. If I may say, you know what I notice? Many people are like, watch the ads them, you know. It's the ones who reach monetization. Oh man, but I'm a laugh, I'm a cry, yeah, man. But I'm a laugh, I'm a cry. 'Cause laugh is a good medicine. 'Cause you always laugh. In more time, I like to watch people the replay up on the live stream them, you know. I'm always come on a watch. Even do a 3 hour one, and I was there for the 3 hours watching and thing. Okay, me one would come and watch 3 hours. You're laughing and being your energetic self. You're singing and so forth, and you man, lovely. Still, I wait for my phone to continue the newspaper reading. Yeah, me try to do something different. You know, everybody have a different flavor and thing, different flavor. What them try to come out here with. Yeah, sometimes I really me not laugh half in the body, just a laugh. Sometimes I just feel you feel happy, you just laugh. I am not. Oh, prophet is gone. Okay, prophet. Okay, okay. I see. Oh, the phone just come up here now. All right. Yeah, newspaper, the reading phone just come up back. Like did I upload itself or some. All right. Yeah, I'm saying enough of people don't like watch ads them. But this when it come to my friends them and the ads, I just sit down patiently and watch them. Anybody else, it just skip through. So if my friends them will normally come and support me, I will sit and watch it patiently. Anybody else, as I say again, skip through. Anybody will support me, I'll watch them ads. Because I book up on ads where over 1 hour preaching. I was back yesterday, book up on one ads where 45 minutes. Yeah man, you have some long ads man. Always Jamaican weather. It's nice and cool, you know. Right now it's 4:50, 4:57, so it's in the wee hours before daybreak. we've been getting some cold fronts, so it's quite cool. Cool to the point where I think most of us who do work at night supposed to enjoy ourselves because the time's so cool. You just do your doors off. Yeah, man, quite cool, man. Even if I have on a fan, nice cool weather, man. We're having. The year started off real nice because it gets a lot of rain, so the farmers are pretty happy. That's what's going on right now. Yeah, back to what I mentioned earlier about the NHD. I see your great support in my channel, Jeremy. Thank you so much. Yeah, so have to just do it for each other, I know. I do it. I do it because I saw, you know, it almost put it. South Africa is so hot today. Okay, you shall get some rainy weather soon. Rainy weather will be coming your direction. Rainy weather will be coming to your direction. So go send some of the cold front up that neck of the woods. Yes. Yeah, man. Like when we brothers and sisters in Africa say them feeling hot. Sorry to hear that. No, even for building Caricom. Okay. Building bridges, not lighting fires. CARICOM chairman insists regional block, not flag mandated. CARICOM chairman Dr. Terence Drew has downplayed the scrunching criticism of the regional body by Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Camilla Becerra, declaring that he is in the business of building bridges, not lighting fires. Drew made that remarks as he responded, "Do you get all 4 seasons in Jamaica?" No, 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 no. Jamaica is an island, surrounded by the Caribbean Sea. We only get, because we're miles away from Miami, like the cold front is coming from probably up Washington, New York side. I know Washington and New York, those are two two states that I know tend to be winter place. You understand? So I know the cold front, winter cold climate comes from that hemisphere. No more we Jamaica is an island, Caribbean island, so we normally having like a for the whole year would come like Jamaica is like a beach, have a beach atmosphere where you have times when it's extremely cool, nice weather, but the summers can be real intense. Yeah. Oh, what you say? When you say all four, yeah, literally, you know, say, have Kilimanjaro, so you are mostly rainforest. No, we don't have a rainforest out here now. I would say St. Elizabeth, but guess what now? To me, when 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 government or persons leading tend to give access to the country's resources like the bauxite, and the people then go in a certain parishes like St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and probably Clarendon, go mine out the red dirt to make aluminium. They damage the environment, and it could create a lot of problem because in those places where they go find the bauxite, plants and certain species of animals and birds are degraded. You know, every place on this planet have some plants and bird species that are specifically located in their location. Oh, it's not like the Philippines. No, right? No, we don't have a rainforest out here. Because if we have a rainforest, we would have certain dangerous animals. We don't have no dangerous animals. Like only dangerous animal we have is like crocodiles. Crocodiles. That's the only dangerous animal. We don't even have poisonous snakes out here. We have a snake, and you really can't find him. Him is like from right here, so to right here, so from this right here to right here, and not so thick either. You really can't find him up in the hills, and not poisonous. When they brought mangoes in Jamaica, they killed off a portion, and we still have mangoes out here. We have over by Elsha, in the Elsha Hills, we have iguanas, we have wild hog. Wagwan, greetings. It's oh, okay. Thank you so much. I know I don't get used to that ninja you're having. I don't get used to it, you know. Yeah, Jamaica's a beautiful island, man. But the only thing to me are the leaders, those who are lead the island. Them are lead it down the hill, not uphill for people a benefit. Because I read earlier the NHD them hand over 11.4 billion dollars to the this is my other support account. I'm here with two. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. We leaders not lead, you know. As I realize in our African leaders, them. How much African? Me talk all people like our color. They're not leading the right way. Some exploit resources for themselves. What about the people? What about educating the people them for them can stand on them own and thing? But anyway, we don't really want to touch too much of that. Oh, okay, okay, for most people. Okay, okay. I hear you, my sister. I hear you. Yeah, man, I just read a little part of a newspaper here, then like chit chat with you. I read you made a remark as he responded to reporters' questions on Friday during a press conference to mark the close of the 50th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM in St. Kitts and Nevis. He was asked to explain His assertion that regional heads showed unity during the meeting, even dressing alike head ahead of their retreat, which some leaders skipped. He was also asked to explain persuasive scorching criticism of the regional body at Tuesday's opening session. During her criticism, Pamela Persuade said Prime Minister Trinidad and Tobago also blasted regional leaders of their show of support for regional neighbor Cuba. Jamaica's Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has come under criticism from United States Congressman Carlos Jimenez after expressing solidarity with Cuba as the Caribbean country deals with the effects of a United States oil blocker. Are you happy with the Jamaican leadership, Jeremy? No, I am not. I am not. I shouldn't even say it, But then again, I say because when I hear, I just read that earlier from the NHD, the government make NHD hand over to them $11.4 billion. You know how much people, including myself, would I want some of that money there for come? Some can get a house. Some can say, Sydney, my sister, my prophetess sister, are in charity. Come and visit me here in Jamaica. I have a room. When you come, you can stay. You understand? You know what we are contribute to NHD and them come up with a lyrics, make it seem like say we can get in a place. Is Christianity the dominant? Yeah, man, Christianity is dominant religion in Jamaica. Yes, I am just curious. Yes, Christianity. Although we're not really up we have Muslims out here. Them are Muslims, but Christianity is the dominant force here in Jamaica. We have a couple I do Muslim places. We have one in Kingston, I think one in St. Catherine. I think them have one in Portmore and probably one down by Montego Bay there. Muslim people them have a little thing going on. Yes. The and a lot of people need house in this place. Better them and the excuse or the national the NHD come up with is about whatever. Some them can do like Singapore, make some high rise building, and say okay, you can afford to live in a 3 bedroom, whatever, some high rise. Instead of taking up space with the land, go up, build upwards. But to me, without vision, we perish. Yeah, man. And a one time, prophetess, more than one time, them want this 11.4 billion is a regular thing. Children realize that NHD make a pull down up. The money is to be used to build houses for the small people like myself, and them are exploit it. All right, let's continue the reading here. Let me premise my answer by saying my objective and our objective is to build bridge and not light fires. And so we seek to look for opportunities of how we can build bridges. Joe said on Friday. He pointed out that CARICOM is an integration movement of sovereign nations, and at any given point, you will hear differences of opinion on particular issues. Your government is not doing well. Nope. If a government can come and raise them own a pay 300%, that tell me something say they not really care for you, the poor people, 300%. I thought they were there to serve, not to demand. I look at those of as opportunities to strengthen the organization and to advance the organization because those things, disagreement always happen, he added. The CARICOM chair also stated that if you have an integration movement and there are no difference of opinion, I would question if people are really committed to the movement because as I have said before, if you sit with yourself, you might disagree with yourself. After 5 minutes of sitting silently with yourself, oh, oh no. So there will be difference, and those are the things that we have to work through. But what is important is not the differences because they necessarily have to happen. It's how we address the differences. Are we mature enough to understand that we will have to have differences, to know that there will be difficulties, but so committed so that we will work through them for the betterment of the organization. The St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister stressed that even with the differences which are expected, regional heads are still able to sit together and work through them. He also brushed aside talks that CARICOM is fragmented, in particular on the controversial issue of the United States bombing of the alleged drug boats in the Caribbean waters since last September. While the Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister has shown her full support behind the US, much of CARICOM has remained silent on an issue that legal experts have argued violates international law and could amount to war crimes. Asked whether CARICOM is a bloc has endorsed the United States action against drug trafficking in the region, Joe said CARICOM stands on principle to make sure that anything that is done has to follow a particular international law. He said that the necessary investigations are taking place to ensure that the response given by the regional body is both complete and comprehensive. I would say that CARICOM, by principle, respects laws and all international laws, he said. When pressed further on whether there was fragmentation in CARICOM as it relates to the relationship between individual states and the United States, with both Guyana and Trinidad invited to meet with US President Donald Trump next week, Joe pushed back forcefully. CARICOM is not experiencing any levels of fragmentation. I think that this meeting demonstrates our commitment to CARICOM as a strong organization, he declared, adding that CARICOM does not have a homogeneous or single foreign policy, with that being left up to individual states. Joe explained that CARICOM may seek to coordinate, but each state has the opportunity to determine what would be its foreign policy agenda. He also stated that CARICOM is not a political union, and so Trinidad and Tobago and any other country being invited to a meeting does not fragment CARICOM at all, Juice said. In fact, the different countries within the CARICOM can have relationships that span a whole spectrum of relationships that can actually enrich CARICOM, but it does not frustrate CARICOM. There is no picture or evidence that this is frustrating CARICOM. There is some differences, yes, but frustrating, I think, is a very, very strong word at this time, he insisted. End of article. Mhm. Okay. Yes, Matthew. Learn of slotty in the odds them so I can make a little ching. I don't know if it's just a week now. Yeah, just a week. This week coming up would be 2 weeks since what thing are going, you understand? Just slide into the monetization thing, yeah. So uh, learn the ropes, and I can tell for those who don't get monetized as yet, I have to continue the same energy we put in there when you never monetize. You have to put in the same energy to keep the watch hours clicking over, because them you YT is watching. They're watching. Look at me. They're watching. Yeah, man, them a watch, cause at one point, my watch will go up to 600 and something. So I said, okay, let me see, go to 580 something. I said, wait, I want to go on here, so. So I come out last night and do a little, you know, do a thing. Sometimes you have to take a little thing, a little fight for yourself. And, you know, recharge up your battery. So I have a little method and I will share it. But it's just a normal thing for me still. Like, get up. Once I start, I do my 20 minutes workout and energy level boost up. It's all right, yeah. So when we do my live stream, I go do my local. I never noticed it was called that. Cause I see it advertised so much. What they call it? Tai Chi, chair exercise. I do my Tai Chi. And the 20 minutes, I use your own body to do some movements. 20 minutes come like, I would look from shirt, wet. Nice workout and thing. So encouraging the body to make a regular practice of doing so. Mir says Germany, China must overcome trade gap together. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz visits manufacturing facility in China as Berlin seeks to deepen commercial ties with Beijing, even as both sides acknowledge trade tensions and geopolitical challenges. Okay, so German Chancellor Friedrich Merz ended 2 days visit to China on Thursday in the Tench hub of Hangzhou, identifying challenges that we must overcome together. Meeting After meeting, President Xi announcing Airbus deal. Yes, Mary's first official visit to China came as Berlin and Beijing seek to build on decades-old economic ties to weather global uncertainty sparked by US President Donald Trump tariff his erratic foreign policies. China, the world's number two economic, overtook the United States last year to become Germany's biggest trade partner. At the same time, Berlin regards the Communist Party run state as a systematic rival to the West. The German leader has accompanied in China by a large delegation of business leaders, including executives of auto giants Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes. It's visited a Mercedes plant in Beijing on moving Thursday morning, where he was showing a demonstration of self-driven vehicles. Wow, self-driven. He then traveled to Hangshan, where he visited the sites of Germans, Siemens Energy, and Chinese humanoid robot make mark robot maker. Okay, the eastern city is home to several other major Chinese tech companies like AI, Unicron, Deep Deepsoft, and e-commerce giant. Okay, European business leaders who broadly broadly comply China is floating the euro market with cheap goods have urged is to keep a real trade imbalance at the top of his agenda. Germany's trade deficit with China hit a record 89 billion euros, 105 billion last year. We have good cooperation in China. However, there are some challenges that we must overcome together, Mary's said Thursday, signaling out issues relating to the competition and high capital in China. May said consultation between his government and Beijing interrupted by political developments in Berlin and the pandemic would take place at at the beginning of next year at the latest possibility even this year with China as host. following talks with Xi and top Chinese leaders in the capital on Wednesday. Okay, thank you so much. Mary's said that China had agreed to purchase up to 112 Airbus aircraft, adding that it demonstrates how worthwhile such trips can be. Other contracts were in the pipeline, Mays added. The two leaders stressed their commitment to developing closer strategic relationship with Xi, telling Mays he was willing to take relations to new levels. He said he had also touched on the sensitive topic of Taiwan, the self-ruled islands China claims as its territory and which it has not ruled out the use of force. Okay, any reunification must be done peacefully, May said. He also disclosed the Ukraine war with exit, who, according to China State's news agency, said diplomacy was key to the issue. He said he urged Beijing to use its influence over Moscow, such as of the supply of issues with political military use. I hope that in my talks I was able to foster a little understanding for the fact that leadership of this country should also contribute to ending war in Ukraine, Mies told reporters on Thursday before departing for Berlin. Mies was the latest in strings of Western leaders to court Beijing recently. He follows Britain's Kirk Simmer and Canadian Mark. Okay, thank you, as they recall from the policies of Trump. He also expected to visit from March 31. End of article. Okay. Wow. Mm. Yeah. But then again, we shouldn't make the leadership, whether in Jamaica or other places, affect me. I should realize Bob Marley singing to one of them song. He said, "Man to man is so unjust. Children, you don't know who to trust. Your worst enemy could be your best friend, and your best friend, your worst enemy. Some will eat and drink with you, then behind they sneak upon you. Only your friends know your secrets. Only He would reveal yet, and who the cap fits, let them wear it." You see, I laugh at me. Tell me if my sound good. We not sure no con, we no con no found. I got no choop, top, yeah. Oh, actress and cultural icon speaks about your singing, bro. I am not a Okay. We never do a good job with the Bob Marley. Oh my. I thought I did a good job. May I try, I think. I mean, I meant not sure of it. Okay. I think he's a fan of Bob Marley, 'cause Bob Marley is known globally. Yeah, you try. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. That's right, come on. Hmm. He passed a long time ago. Yeah, that is true. You are correct on that. He passed away some in the 80s. He passed away a long time now. Long time now. If he was around, he would have been probably in the 80s. In the 80s. Celebrated actress. Let's see, Richard, Richard has urged Jamaican women to push their ambitions without fear, telling them that there's no challenge that's greater than you. The cultural icon Omari, I was not yet born when he passed, I guess. Okay. Wow. You're almost revealing your age to me. I was around. I was around. Can't celebrate hear them. I was around when he passed away. Biggest funeral to birdcage. Biggest funeral. He was well loved by the people of Jamaica. Yeah, man, cause in the 80s he passed away. I was around. I was probably a little boy back then. A cultural icon who starred as Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show made the remarks Friday at the port of the Arts Women of Visionary Salon event at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. Then you are aging gracefully. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. The fruits are the things we eat, make we look so youthful still at times. So I'm gonna scrape off this and get more youthful, and as part of Wild for Arts 10th anniversary celebration, the event centered. I thought you were my age mate. No, no, no. No, 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 no. My age come off of the calendar long time. Long, long, long time. Yeah, no, I thought 21, this year shall be 22. Praise be to the Most High God Yahweh. And thing, 10th annual anniversary celebration centered on perspectives of achievement of women, allowing students and adults to hear from the intermediate with some of the nation's top achievers across various. Okay, thank you, nice, and thumbs up and so forth from prophetess. Some of the nation's top achievers across various industries while also giving them the rare opportunity of rubbing shoulders with one of the world's iconic, revered faces of television, Rashid. The actress, who is from New York, had to brave extreme cold and the aftermath of a heavy winter storm to get to Jamaica for the event. She was moved to tears as she spoke about the importance of living with spiritual connections and a life of service. You see it? So when me I try encourage people to remember the Most High God Yahweh, I know the Hebrew name I use still. Psalm 33 verse 18 said that you whose name is Jehovah, you are the Most High over all the earth. You see? The lady will play Claire Oxtable. She came to Jamaica and she talk about spiritual connection. Jeremy, can I ask you something before Charity gets here? Do you dream frequently? I worry because I don't. No, I don't. I don't. But when I do get dreams, it is very important. Sometimes I dream, anytime I dream, they are of importance because sometimes I dream and I see people trying to harm me in my dream. I don't dream frequently, but when I do, is about is a warning to protect me from evil personage out there. Yeah, man, me and Church talk about this on our live already, and she said to me, I must pray about the matter. Sometimes this um, can be a blockage to somebody. I try keep you block your vision so you can't see them when they do them dark, deadly things to oppress you. Oh, I thought there was something wrong with me. No, nothing wrong with you, my dear. Nothing at all is wrong with you. But there's the powers within you and me to overcome whatever obstacle. I make tell you when I dream of my dream. There was I remember live my sister, she is the agent for the place. My little sister, my biological sister. So the place big, a family was there. So a lady with her daughters. And I dreamed that I saw them in my dream. And the dream, one of them were urinating outside. And to dream as somebody urinating outside in public, it's not a good dream. So I saw the dream and I reasoned to myself about the dream and something transpired, you know. But luckily for me, we get that thing trashed out, trashed out. Sometimes I dream, but forgot them. When it comes to me and dreams, oh man, I not forget it at all. I not forget it. Because if it is something in the dream, what is going to take place in reality with you. When you dream to somebody urinating, not a good something. Some argument and anything, you know, unpleasantness can occur. But we trash out the matter, when it came to in the reality, came out of the dream world into reality, we trashed out the matter. Oh, my client is outside. I will attend to her, then come back. Sure, sure. All right, that's my continue. Leaving, leaving boat. My phone is running. All right. Yes, my sister. Yeah, man. So Claire Oxtable. Her name is Rashid. The actress. She came from New York to Jamaica through the heavy snowstorm She talks about importance of living with spiritual connections and a life of service. Yeah, man, me I try to encourage people. Call upon the Most High God Yahweh. Pray to Him each day. Because I tell you, some evil forces out there want to see, want to push forward their evil agenda. I am so privileged to be with you all here today. I love seeing the sunshine in every face I see and recognizing that light is in everyone I see. Thank you, God, for the privilege to understand that, she said. When given the opportunity to field questions to Rashid, multiple young women expressed their thoughts and fears about the future to the actress. In response, she had encouragement and firm words. There's no challenge that's greater than you, okay? There's no challenge that's greater than you, she repeated herself. And it's not that it's so smaller than you either. You are equal to it. She continued, you have to draw your courage from inside. You have to be willing to be patient. You have to listen and don't stop. Don't give up. To another student who expressed crippling doubt about her two big dreams, the star simply said simply, doubt the doubt. Pile for the Pile for the Stars Foundation academic machine in her opening address noted that the Caribbean is not peripheral to global excellence, it is central to it. Oops. Schools groups from across the island were in attendance, included one institution from Storm Rapids, Westmoreland, which was badly damaged by Hurricane Melissa in October 28, 2025. Students from Manning's school told the Observer online they were especially excited to see Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price honored in one of the Women's of Vision for 2026. Manning School educator Audrey Williams, a Woolmanier, said her students had been immediately interested in getting the opportunity to listen to Rashid speak, noting that she was pleased they had the opportunity. Similarly, Grace Thompson of Arden High said she wanted her students to benefit from the opportunity to rub shoulders with successful women. I think this is a rare opportunity for students to be introduced to lots of people in the industry to see successful persons. They were very excited about the fact that Cecilia Rashid had been have, that would have been the speaker here today. It is an amazing thing that Pile for the Arts is doing, she said. Other schools in attendance included Bishop Gibson High School, Immaculate Conception High School, and the Michael University Teachers College, and more. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. It's great. It's a great thing, when when young women and whether girls or boys see successful women and men, you know, it sparks something within them to reach out, you know, for excellence in whatever field that they are pursuing in this life. As my mentor Les Brown says, let them must shoot for the stars. Because if you fall, you just look up, you get up. Take a walk, go down this way now. Right now it is 5:48 in Kingston, Jamaica. Hear the bird them a chirp. Yeah, let's take a look at what I could do. So shine my light, you know. Yeah, Marita, my favorite tree. I haven't been sitting under my tree a couple weeks now. Need to come and sit down under my tree. Oh, okay. I see some jimbling. Okay. The rat butter bite them up. Rat butter bite them up. I don't want to pick up no rat bat soon. But the rat bat them a bite up. I like when them come over some more so I can stretch and pick them. Yes, yes, yes. Morning feel nice and cool. For people that more have arthritis, they need to consume some turmeric, sprinkle a little black pepper in it. The black pepper will make the turmeric more effective on the body. Also, get some Epsom salt, soak on the foot, some Epsom salt. Soak on the foot, some Epsom salt. Sometimes, sometimes your body need a little of that. Yeah, man, sometimes the body need a little of that. Yes, okay. Yes. No, me say, I just have to try put myself in a frame of mind, put out more, put out more, and thing, can't wait to this watch hours to be affected. I feel just do the right thing. Okay. I just saw the thing go, and hopefully we get some nice supporters who watch our videos then, because YouTube is a long term thing. I would just have put in the work and praise some beautiful soul people who just watch and support, so you can earn a little coins through the videos, through the ads. Yeah, man. Oops. My device them up off fall off. Okay. Yes, indeed. African Warrior Queen comes alive in new opera by Jamaica British Shirley Thompson. Samsung pushes deeper into AI with Galaxy S26 launch. Okay. Oops. Mhm. Mm, okay. Hmm. Yes, indeed. I have peanut all over my box. I have peanut all over this bag of mine. And this is some peanut in my bag here.
I don't think me they eat them off. I'm going to take them out and put them somewhere else. I'm going to take it out. You know, so I see that something now fly around me one more time. I'm going to collaborate. Okay, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take it out and put it somewhere else. Man, I'm an average lover of peanuts. Yeah, so I'm going to have 2 pounds of peanuts. Well, the people who have peanut allergy, I will eat the peanut for you guys. Yeah, man, I will eat the peanut for you guys. You know, wheat, raisin, wheat, and oats. The bread, yeah. Raisin. I don't know if you can see it so good. It's soft, you know. You can see the wheat. You can see the raisin. You can see the oats tonight. Remember, I'll get hungry. I'll get hungry. I see one beautiful picture in there. Oh, Kingdom Daughter, where go on? Great finish. Blessings, brother JR. To you and everyone in the chat. Pray all is well. All is well. How are you? I'm doing fabulously well. All praises to Yahweh. What everywhere for go? Like you know, I live no more now. What everywhere for go? What if I come fish around I and I? Good. Healthy bread choice. Oh, thank you. You might have oats, to have raisin, to have wheat, soft. You taste everything in it. Yeah. You see it and you taste it. I just talk about health, you know. I just need to put the things them together and just want to say people make it seem like say cost a bag of money to eat right. Blends out some peanut and make nut butter, then you can spread it on the bread, make peanut butter. Okay, sandwich, bring some. Okay, okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I don't feel I want to eat something. Some just draw for this. And I'm monitoring spirit. No, I'm not farm a little insect. I come terrorize I and I. And come this way. In the farm back in America, so. That is topic for discussion. You know, say we do that segment already. The topic was about the devotional, was about We'll have to go search up the Solomon feed. Right now, we're going into the newspaper reading segment. But we can't tell you what was the topic. Because I have a long list. Oh, big battles, big victories. That was the devotional topic. Yeah, man. All in the wee hours, I tend to do devotional hour. Well, I don't really put it hour. Devotional. Then I do my newspaper reading, and then I have a little smaller segments of devotional. But you know, one thing. So like how I observe something about the watch hours after constantly I put out stuff to keep the watch hours active. Review and monitoring spirit, yes. The missing the wrong ones. No worries, I will see the rewatch from the beginning and continue support. Okay, thank you so much. Devotional time. Or can I say, oh yes, nice. Yeah, I'm not trying to, and all the time I put it up on the screen. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm not somebody who I would consider myself to be spontaneous. I, if I tell you I'm gonna do something tomorrow, it might not happen. So I don't like to talk. I just do. Yeah, that I am one of them person that I just do and think you have to just push yourself. Right now it's 5 minutes past 6 in Kingston, Jamaica. Probably I don't know a couple more minutes from now you'll see that the place not get bright up yet. Still kinda the sun not really come out yet. But we give thanks. Give thanks. Okay, okay. Newspaper have so much things we can. Okay. Something about fighting spirit. I see right here. We have lost the fighting spirit. Mm, the Dominican minister warns weakening civic society could stall Caribbean development. Okay. Government minister family Dominica on Friday warned that the Caribbean has lost the fighting spirit that once defined its ancestors, cautioning that unless civil society reclaims its historic role as a driving force for change, the regional development could be placed at risk. Cozier Frederick, Minister of Environment, Rural Modernization, Criminal Upliftment, made the comments in a stark reflection on what he sees as weakening of civic resolve. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. At a time when the regional faces mourning, mounting social, economic, and environmental pressure. He was speaking to the regional civic society leaders and development planners at the closing ceremony of the Caribbean Civic Society Organization Conference and World NGO non-governmental organization Day observance in Kingston. Hold on there.
Let's see now. Kingdom Daughter says, I am working on my watch hour too, has to get monetized, but not making Babylon run me red. YouTube is not the, for the faint of heart. That is true. Or weak by the watch hour requirements. Cried can be. Nonetheless, I am taking it slowly, and when the Holy Spirit says self care, rest, and wellness and well being to the mindset and listening. Okay, okay.
Well, I can tell you something. I reach there, so I reach there, but guess what? You're going to start a new set of hours now. So you have to, the other day, I see it go up to 600. I'm see it gone down to 580. I say, wait, I want to go on. So normally, when when you do more live streams, live gear more, build up your watch hours more, live stream gear more, build up the hours more faster. So if you can, for example, put in, I couldn't put in 10 hours a day. I do five. I do a 3 hour, then I do a 2 hour. That's how I used to do it. Yeah, man, till we reach it by the grace of God last year, December. But some little obstacle enemy coming in me try, tamper with my spokes on my wheel, and we fix it by the grace of God, man. Thanks be to Yahweh for his loving kindness. We fix that issue there. You have to maintain your watch to stay in compliance. Yeah, 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 yeah. The new hours, yeah, yeah, man, for real. So that's what I'm trying to say to you guys out there. You have to do your thing. Yeah, keep an eye on it, but do the right thing. You have to do the same things we normally do. Come here, thing there. Another person, I'm not call the name. Say, since you monetize so and so and so, it may come out like often. So I say, my watch was, come and see the go 600 couple days ago. Now I see there 580. So I watch what I go on still. You have to do the same thing, man. Do the same thing. Show love to. You show love to, you understand? And keep the thing taking over, because guess what? You're gonna need people for good supporters to watch your videos, watch the ads them so you can get a look at chiching and thing. Yeah. Yeah. So all right, back to the newspaper reading. He was speaking at regional civil society leaders and development planners at the closing ceremony of the Caribbean Civil Society Organization Conference and non and World NGO non-government organization Day of Observation in Kingston, drawing to drawing on the the legacies of past generations who fought. I come to that. I come to that. All right, I'm gonna leave this for a little bit. I can do an hour, but
working overnight and then doing live stream is not easy for me since I am at the hospital and 3x after I left. I start the private class care. Oh,
Well, you have to go work out that. Work it out. I'm glad to tell you what somebody said to me. Somebody told me you want to reach that, you have to put in 10 hours a day. But I couldn't do 10, I do 5. So I do 5 hours each day. I'm gonna do it for a while, man. I'm gonna do it for a while. If you find people who can watch, all right, your your playlist them too long. I tell you the truth. My playlist never so long. Your playlist too long. So what I did, I made the first one. I'm gonna check it for myself. May I be reasonable. I had to make a new playlist so other people could have watched it. I thought about 21 hour or 2 hour videos or live stream. Your playlist too long. So if somebody sit down and run your playlist,
that take.
the next day and the next day feed in.
I understand. Thanks for the sincerity point of view suggestion. I will take your advice into consideration too. I am working on it.
Yeah, cause guess what? I am I tell people say I'm a real, I'm a real person, I'm God fearing. So I'm gonna tell you the thing. The Bible said the truth is an offense, but not a sin. But I'm gonna tell you, cause I go upon somebody one to, I'm gonna tell her, say, I'm gonna tell her, a big mature lady too. I'm gonna tell her, say, yo, your playlist too long, This a killjoy. Nobody not go and watch this. Nobody not go and watch this. My one, it take a couple hours. I can watch off one of my playlists. The new one I do, my quote one was say, watch hour, 2 hours, and it have a couple of them. I'm running for myself. You can't fling everybody in at the same thing. So if I does 1 hour segment, I does 1 hour. You can't put 5 hour, 3 hour, and some long. No, yeah, okay, yeah, yes, yeah. You know, encourage person to watch. If make it in such a way, if it not so overwhelming. That's what I'm gonna do, and I don't even make a new one, a new list, right? I know, I tell you the truth. So I have several videos out there and live streams and whatever that are not added to anything as yet. But when the father give me a name for one of them, I would just add up some stuff to a thing. I think about other people, what I would like for myself. As someone look upon things with people, say, all right, I think somebody would watch this. I see that people make all a video, 30 minutes. I said to myself, this is a documentary. I do, I'm not a person who like to talk. Must turn off this. See, um, it'll get light up, they light out. It's 16 minutes past 6 in Kingston, Jamaica. Yeah, true, agree. So I am considering shortening the playlist to do an hour live each day as of. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. Sometime, all right, I'm a security. That's my profession. So I work 12 hours at night. So what I'm gonna do at times, I'm gonna make a 2 hour, 2 in the morning, or 3 in the night. That's how I do it. And I had some loyal supporters who were there, who propelled me by watching my stuff, helped to push me to become, to reach that trajectory. December gone. But in anything you're doing in this life, I tell you the truth, my sister, my our brothers, whosoever watching me, you're gonna get a test or a fight from the enemy. But don't be discouraged. Just do your thing. Pray. Pray to the Most High God, Yahweh. Call upon Him. Yes, so your playlist, running it and watching the large last year new videos and shorts. I am learning as I grow. No one but you just now giving me sound advice. So I say thanks, God. I try to be sincere and truthful, man. Anything, any one of my video I put out, I always, whatever I learn, I share. That's how we grow. In this Christian walk too, we learn from other people who, like David, Jonathan, Saul, Peter, Mark, Luke, all those men who recorded accounts of Jesus and other people. We learn from them how we should walk as God fearing individuals. I'm not saying that I am a perfect person, but I try my best to follow Yahshua, that is the Son of the living God example. And I reason to myself, how would how would Yahshua do this or that? That's how I operate. I treat people according to how I would like to be treated by them. But at the same time, you might live in a certain community. You can't be too kind hearted to them because some of these people take advantage of you. They will not see you, for example, and give you a soda, but yet still them want a soda from you. Them the things that you need a soda too. That's how people operate in Jamaica. They want sweets or gifts from people, but they themselves not doing it. So anyway, I try to do good in this YouTube work, and I realize some people have a large followership. At the same time, I try to chip in now and then, and because you have to balance the equation. Excuse me, you have to help people who need help with their YT hours, and so you have to balance. At the same time, excuse me, remember to do your part, make videos, do live stream, keep yourself relevant out there. I agree, and don't encounter the enemy. Had to go into prayer. I see it firsthand, both physical and spiritual. Yeah, man. Because from December, I try to sign up for the AdSense, December the 20th. And it takes me a last week, reach a point where my dad will say, make a show in the tower, my dad will give up YouTube. And the Spirit of God said to me, no, my son, you put in too much work, too much time into this. This is your first of many big projects. We will see you through. Spirit of God just come to me and I said, wow, Daddy, thank you. And that I talk to Yahweh and I say, yo, thank you, Yahweh, for that calming word you put into my spirit and thing. Mhm. Yeah, man, we have to just do our part and give encouragement. Yeah, man, that's how I operate. So I operate, my sister. It's 6:22 in Kingston, Jamaica. Before me forget, cause I wanna read the little. Oh, I want to talk come up. I don't know why the phone give me trouble with the Wi-Fi. Mm. All right, maybe before I close off, come reach 2 hour now, 2 hour segment. All right. First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21. It says, make sure of all things, hold fast to what is fine. Parents have different opportunities to engage in interesting conversation with their child about the Bible or about faith in God. These opportunities may come up during a visit to a museum. You could draw your child's attention to the historical events or art artifacts that can strengthen his conviction that the Bible is accurate. Does your child know that God's personal name appears on a tab on a 3,000-year-old slab of stone known as the Moabite stone? I see another beautiful face in the chat here. New month on March, I will do a 1 to 2 hour times weekly. Hey, my sister Knight. Blessings and peace. Hi, Jeremy and chat. First Thessalonians. Yes, even First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21. That is the basis of the for the this little reasoning we're gonna have here. Well, man, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Moabites stone tablet, replicate of the Moabite stone is on display at the Bible and Divine Name exhibit located at the World Headquarters in New York. The Moabite stone reveals that King Masha of Moab rebelled against Israel. That is in the record with what the Bible says. When your child sees with his own eyes evidence of the Bible's truthfulness and accuracy, his faith will become stronger. Yes, my sisters, big up on yourself, man. I tell you, God is real, but at the same time, the wicked one is real also. But He will give us the power. He will make you firm. He will make you strong. Just have to believe. And as Claire Huxtable, I was reading the newspaper before I did this last segment here, before I end this live stream, and she was saying to the young ladies and boys and girls who attended her um, piles of art, something for students who are in the who are wanting to become like actors and poets and so forth. She was there and she was telling them to have a connection with the Most High. She put it this way: spiritual connection. That's what each of us here are doing, encouraging. When I do it, I am encouraging myself to continue to walk this pathway. Over the past 30 years, I've been doing it. Honestly, it's a life-changing situation. Let me become a Christian. Yeah, man. When I see a guy with a know back a gun upon me, and when me I go walk away, and him say, where you go? I'm going to turn around and look and say, what do you mean when me I go? So I look down, and I see the gun point in my direction, and me I try to chat him out for done whatever the situation. For sending me to church, allowing me and my sister to learn about God from an early age. Is that flashing on my thoughts? When I say I can't chat him out, I said to myself, I call upon Yahweh. I'm going to start call upon Yahweh in my mind. I'm a pray. When I say my life flash in front of me, I say that son of a gun, click it, and the gun never go off. Click it 3 times. I'm gonna say, Yahweh, if you save me from this predicament, may I go serve you. I have kept my word to this very day, 30 odd years. Yeah, man. So, may you all have a wonderful day in your neck of the woods. Blessings and peace, my sisters and brothers. Take care of yourself and forward back for another stimulating, engaging devotional. Because I do 2 devotional. One is more longer than the other. One is more shorter but spicy. Make up for yourself. Art of love. Salute. Love you know. God love you as well. Take care. This is the spirit of mankind. Our own relationship with God and strengthen ourselves in the word. That is true. I recall you telling the gunman your life flash before you. No, me not tell the gunman that Me I tell when remember he's in front of me. Alright, him there to distance like the phone in front of me. And the spirit has said to me, the flesh has said to me, grab on upon him the man and mash him up. And next one I said, no, call upon Yahweh. God, you must see in the Bible say, you whose name is Jehovah, you alone are the most high God over all the earth. Him must start call upon my mind. Him now, I want to come down, I said, I never live my life yet. I don't remember what age I was, if I was 18 or 17. I don't remember. I think I was there about 17, 18 and thing. And this guy want to kill me. Him look older than me, want to kill me for nothing. I don't know what I do. You would just start work. I'm up on the corner, but yet still the enemy. I have one of them agents want to snuff away my life 30 odd years ago. But thanks be to God, I'm here. What I'm saying, we all use our platform. I use it to encourage my sisters, my brothers, somebody out there who is going through something, and to hold on, don't give up. Me know you're coming when me are end. So end, don't give up. If God can do it for me that night, remember, I never call him a friend. That brother is my brother. My brother from another mother by the name of Paul. That is his name. Paul. He's in Canada. He's a driver, a truck driver. The man, me and him go to basic school, we got primary school together. I'm gonna never go to the same high school. Me and him are still brother. Not even a friend, we're brother. If I have a problem, I'm gonna say, yo, I call him, take up my phone and call him. The man there will reach out to me. Or I'm live with him. You understand? I'm gonna see what Father God do for me. Paul come on same time and I say, what go on? I'm gonna see you come back down there. So I'm gonna start gets emotional and I say, oh the boy want to kill me for nothing at all. So me know through my angry now, me want go back, me want go in the direction for going to the scheme. And the culprit I say, yo, no, don't walk, I say. So I had to go back with the basketball field, basketball court and go round to go back into the scheme. It's the same gun. Whenever I go off 3 times upon me, we hear it make we know the sound like, because we know the gun there. Where you to grow up in a community, we know the type of gun. You hear a boom! And that, my dog get lick. And that, the dog clap me in my chest, 3 times, 3. I don't know which part I put them, but 3 bullets, but praise God, I die. And I never stop serving the Most High. To this day, I never stop. Sometimes, as we in a Christendom, we say we backslide. But guess what? I take brush off myself and beg for forgiveness, Father. Yahweh, Jehovah. What are the Hebrew name or the English name you want to use? Call upon him. So as I say, I'm going to end this live stream here. So salute. Heart of love. I love you know. And I know you guys love me too. Take care of yourself. Well, they are 2 hour now, me now. A long time when I do a 2 hour segment. You come over, come visit you. Alright? Take care of yourself. Yeah, man, we do that. Much love and respect. Blessings and peace. Take care of yourself. Love you know, love you know.